Let's go.
I got broken up with because I posted this video on my story. Okay, broken up with is dramatic as I was only talking to him for 3 weeks and we went on one date. But after I posted that story, he was so annoyed with me. He basically told me that he doesn't do guy best friends with the girls that he's speaking to. And if he's pursuing someone, he just doesn't really respect the fact that I have a male in my life that I love real bad.
Now, some of you may be as confused as me because this is literally my best friend of 6 years. He's like my brother at this point, and I would never even look at him a certain way. But this guy was serious, and he was not letting up on this boundary that he had placed. So the only thing I could do was respect it. I explained to him what the situation was, that it was not like that, but he wasn't hearing it, so he cut me off.
No, ma'am, let's be honest. You got broken up with for having a side dude. Now, you might say, okay, well, me and this guy, we haven't been in a relationship for a long period of time. We actually just started talking, so how do I have a side dude? Let me explain. That guy is your designated pelvic pummeler while you hop from relationship to relationship. That's usually how women end up collecting these guy friends, best friends, right? How can a guy become so important to you where you just have to have him in your life as a friend, even if it gets in the way of new relationships, if you didn't already have one with him? How are you going to have room for the new guy who's trying to come in? The new guy was wise. Why would I try to compete with the love, attention, affection, whatever you have for this other guy? For me, this gives off Keke Palmer vibes. You know, the boss chick, Miss Independent, I do whatever I want to do because I'm not married. That's an accident waiting to happen. I feel like the guy dodged the bullet. He ended up missing out on a future ex-wife or a future baby mama. We're accustomed to a woman creating herself standards and boundaries. You gotta be 6 foot, gotta be making 6 figures, you need at least a blank blank, fill in the blanks. Well, when a man sticks to his guns, why is it found to be weird? Scratch your head. Ask yourself that question, let it marinate for a second. What I've come to realize, or the conclusion I've come to, is that I don't think that they believe that we should have standards and boundaries. As a matter of fact, I think that they believe that our standards and boundaries should be their standards and boundaries. Let's say her standard is, take me out on expensive meals every Thursday. A lot of them behave as if your standard should be, hey, I like taking my woman out every Thursday. They only respect your standard if it's one that benefits them. Men aren't brainwashed anymore into believing that we realize that we are full human beings and we deserve to be respected by the people who we choose to share our time with. And if this person isn't willing to embrace that, we make the next logical decision. I don't see why this is confusing.
You know, I'm not going to lie. I see exactly where he's coming from. He saw a boundary. He set one and said, you know what? I don't think that this is going to go any further. They've been friends for 6 years. And it seems like there's 2 people already in this relationship and 3 is a crowd.